Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Bug and I do generally paper crafts and paper craft related things. Today's project is a most simple book. This works best if you are only needing a few pages for your base book. From there, you can add accordion folds and signatures and all sorts of things if you like, but this is, I think, the first type of book that I ever made. Today we are using single-sided paper, so all the backs are not decorated, and we are using 12 by 12. I decided that I want a book that is 5 inches high. So I cut down some 12 by 12 papers at 5 inches. And I also decided that I want 5-inch pages. So I cut 3 different sheets of this cardstock. One I cut to 5 by 10.5. The next one I cut to 5 and 11, and the next one I cut to 5 and 11.5. So again, that's what you need. That's all you need is 3 pages, and it can be whatever height you want, and it can be whatever length you want, but the key is to have 3 different widths of paper. Super simple. I want my pages to be 5 inches, so I'm going to score each one of these at 5 inches. So let me find my score mark. Let me move out of the way. So I'm going to score at 5. You don't need a scoreboard. You can just make a line and fold it 5 inches in. Then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to score it at 5 inches again. And you can see we have 2 pages that are 5 inches apiece, and then we have one spine that is 1/2 inch. We're just going to do the same thing for these other 2. I'm going to score it at 5. I'm going to flip it over, score it at 5 again, because that is the length that I want my pages. And then last piece, this one is going to be not in the right orientation, but that's okay. I scored it at 5. I'm going to go back, flip it all the way around, score it at 5 again. Ooh, sorry about that. Now I'm going to go ahead and take each one and burnish it really well. I cannot find my Teflon bone folder. I really prefer it, but you don't even need a bone folder for this. You can just fold it and press it down with your finger. Same thing for this. I kind of already did this one, but go ahead and burnish, and this last one as well. Just fold at the fold this way and fold at this other fold and this way. So I'm sure that some of you are already on to the next step. But basically all we're going to do is we are going to take each one of these and place it inside each other. So I'm going to grab my glue. Who stole my glue? I'm just going to open these up. And I went ahead and made some pen lines right where I scored each of these. And we're just going to glue each one. And of course, it makes a big difference, the weight of paper, the type of paper you have, but you can do this with any paper. I'm just going to line this up. If you use a double-sided paper, then it will take you less time to decorate it. Or, I guess the alternate of that is that if you want a lot of journaling space, then you have a lot of white space if you use a single-sided paper. And then I'm just going to take this one, add some glue, try to get towards the edge. I'm not sure how well I did on the on this last piece, but and then you just try to even it up in the middle-ish. So there's about an even amount of space on each side. If you let's push it down there. And there you have it. This is the simplest way to make a book if all you have is paper and scissors and glue. And then you can start adding in all of your ephemera or your journaling tags or your photos, whatever you want, and it is ready to go in like 5 minutes. If you were to continue to add pages, it would continue, of course, to grow as far as the spine, but also because of the way that the pages stack. See, this isn't even very even, but who's going to look at it this way once you have it done? It would get a little taller each time you add a page. So eventually you might have that situation, just like with signatures, where things start sticking out, where some pages stick out further than others. And so those you can just trim down. I've made these where I've calculated it and taken and used so many pages that I take off, you know, a 1/16 of an inch here or there just to line it up. But usually if you get into that situation, you are simply going to put the book together, take a look at it, and see if there's something that you don't like. And then you can just kind of pull out the page that you want and put it to your trimmer or use a scissor. Thank you so much for joining me today for this one. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I'm almost to 1,000, so please subscribe if you haven't. I love you. Bye. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for being a friend. Thanks so much.